In the remote, mist-shrouded islands of New Zealand, a prehistoric ghost is fighting for its very existence. A creature so rare, it was once thought lost to time. This is the Kakapo, the world's only flightless parrot, and a symbol of survival against all odds. Today, we witness a miracle. With fewer than 250 individuals left on Earth, every single egg represents the thin line between existence and extinction. Tonight, we follow one such pulse of life on an impossible 210-day journey. From the moment the shell cracks to the triumph of the juvenile hiker, Codfish Island, a sanctuary and a fortress. But even here, nature is a brutal teacher. The wild does not care for rarity, only for resilience. To survive here, one must be a master of the night and a veteran of the shadows. The battle begins in a hidden hollow. This is Codfish Island, a fortress of nature, surrounded by the violent, unforgiving Southern Ocean, Antarctic winds that chill the soul. Every second is earned. The nests are hidden deep, carved into the earth under the roots of ancient rimu trees. The mother is a guardian of a prehistoric secret, sitting in total silence for weeks on end. The air is thick with the scent of damp moss and the anticipation of life. The first 30 days are a blur of vulnerability. The chick is blind and entirely dependent on its mother's warmth. For 30 days, the egg has been a pulse in the dark. The mother barely leaves. Inside the shell, a complex dance of biology is reaching its peak. The hatching is an exhausting, hours-long battle. The chick must break through its own prison. The first breath of island air is cold and damp. It is a shock to the system. We see her foraging in the dead of night, her moss-green feathers providing the ultimate camouflage as she traverses the forest floor. Every gram of weight gained is a hard-won victory. The chick learns to lift its head, to call out for food, its tiny voice an echo of a prehistoric world. But the shadows are long, and the threat of the cold is ever present. This is the foundation of a 210-day odyssey, a life held together by the sheer will of a species that refuses to fade away. Every second in this nest is a gamble, and the stakes are the future itself. We are witnessing the first steps of a miracle. We see the chick huddling, its tiny body a vessel of pure, unadulterated resilience. Every night, the mother returns with a crop full of nutrient-rich fruit is a victory. The chick's eyes finally open, revealing the intelligent gaze of its ancestors. In this sanctuary, every leaf and every shadow is monitored by dedicated rangers. The Kakapo is a master of the night, a hiker of the primeval forest floor. Their nests are carved deep under the roots of ancient giants. Antarctic winds sweep across the island, chilling the very soul of the forest. The storm turns the sanctuary into a world of white, a test of pure endurance. Snow blankets the ancient ferns, hiding the survivor from the bite of the wind. Inside the burrow, a tiny pulse of life waits for the return of warmth. The mother must trek miles through the howling storm to find food. The rimu fruit is the lifeblood, the fuel for a prehistoric transformation. Every berry is a hard-won victory in the fight against scarcity. The chick's eyes reveal the intelligent gaze of a lineage millions of years old. A soft white coating of down offers the first sliver of protection. In the shadows of the past, the ghosts of extinction still linger. Stoats and feral cats, invaders from another world, nearly erased them. One moment of weakness could end a history dating back to the dinosaurs. Rangers stand as a human wall between the bird and the void of extinction. An infrared network provides a high-tech shield for this low-tech survivor. The juvenile learns the art of silence and the prehistoric power of the freeze. It is becoming the hiker it was meant to be, a master of the canopy. Powerful claws designed for climbing the mossy heights of the rimu trees. Learning the secrets of the giants that have ruled these islands for eons. A curious, intelligent, and fiercely independent spirit emerges. Spring returns to Codfish Island, bringing a new sense of hope. The juvenile is now a master of its domain, navigating the labyrinth with ease. Every heartbeat is recorded as a data point in the fight for the future. Every feather is inspected to ensure the miracle continues. Emerging from the dark labyrinth of death into the light of a new beginning. Bathed in the golden light of a New Zealand sunset, the survivor stands tall, a living echo that refuses to be silenced, a beacon for all endangered life. Wild Echo Tales is where every story echoes from the wild. Join the family, subscribe now, and help us keep the echo alive. Night after night, the watch continues. Guardians of a species on the brink. A ghostly presence in the moonlight. The echo of an ancient world. Fragile hope nestled in the moss. Life finds a way. A prehistoric lineage held together by sheer will. Wait for the end to see the true power of survival. Incredible moment. True heroes of conservation. Every rescue counts. Join the mission. An unbelievable moment of triumph. The world's rarest bird lives on. Clouds rolling over the peaks of Wenuahu, a fortress of life. Ancient ferns dripping with the dew of 1,000 years. The rugged coast of Codfish Island, protection from the world. The misty canopy hiding secrets of the past. Sunlight filtering through the canopy, a signal of hope. Learning to climb high into the rimu trees, mastery of the heights. Exploring the forest floor, every step a discovery. The Antarctic chill that tests the soul of every survivor. The invisible war for survival in the deep shadows. Silent guardians watching over the pulse of the forest. A tiny pip, a signal that the survivor is ready. Every heartbeat is a victory in the fight against time. A vibrant reflection of a prehistoric world. Hope lives. Every like, share, and subscribe helps us keep these stories alive and these birds in the forest. Thank you for being part of the Wild Echo Tales family. Stay wild and keep the echo alive. Until next time, keep looking to the shadows. Our story continues. Subscribe now. The New Zealand forest is a place of ancient power. Every leaf tells a story of survival. A kingdom of green and gold, the pulse of the wild. A sanctuary for the forgotten. Look into the eyes of history. Every feather is a masterpiece. The rimu fruit, the fuel for survival. A hiker of the canopy. The New Zealand forest is a place of ancient power where time seems to slow down and nature speaks in whispers. Every leaf, every stone, and every shadow tells a story of survival, of a world that was, and a future that might be. A kingdom of green and gold, hidden from the eyes of the modern world, protecting its most precious secrets. The pulse of the wild beats in the heart of the forest, a rhythmic reminder of the miracle of life. A sanctuary for the forgotten, a place where the rarest bird on earth can find a home among the giants. This is the last stand, the final fortress for a species that has survived since the age of dinosaurs. A prehistoric miracle, a living fossil that walks the forest floor, a hiker of the ancient night. Look into the eyes of history, into the sharp, intelligent gaze of a bird that refuses to vanish. Every feather is a masterpiece of evolution, a moss-green shield against the dangers of the dark. The face of resilience, a prehistoric echo that has survived against all the odds nature could throw. The rimu fruit, the fuel for survival, the red gold of the forest that sustains the miracle. A hiker of the canopy, mastering the ancient rimu trees, carving its path into the future. For millions of years, these green giants ruled the forest floor in silence, evolving in a world without predators. But that world is gone. Today we witness a miracle of modern conservation and the sheer will of a species that refuses to fade away. This is not just a bird. It is a living echo from a time when dragons were just legends and the forest was an unbroken kingdom. The kakapo is an evolutionary marvel, a parrot that forgot how to fly but learned how to hike. They are the heaviest parrots in the world, trade-off wings for powerful muscular legs designed for trekking across rugged island terrain. For an age, they were the kings of the night, their moss-green plumage providing the ultimate camouflage against the primeval brush. But the arrival of humans and their invasive shadows brought the kakapo to the very edge of the void. By the late 20th century, they were all but extinct. This story isn't just about a bird, it's about the thin line between a legacy and a memory. Surrounded by the violent, unforgiving Southern Ocean, it is the last stand for the kakapo. The terrain is a labyrinth of ancient roots, razor-sharp ferns, and slippery moss. To survive here, a newborn must be a veteran of the shadows before it even sees the light. The nests are hidden deep, carved into the earth under the roots of ancient rimu trees. It is here, in the damp, dark embrace of the forest floor, that our survivor's story begins. For 30 days, the egg has been a pulse in the dark. The mother barely leaves, her own survival secondary to the life beneath her. Inside the shell, a complex dance of biology is reaching its peak. The chick is forming, its heart beginning to beat. Then it happens. The first pip. A tiny crack, a signal that the survivor is ready to claim its place. The hatching is an exhausting hours-long battle. The chick must break through its own prison using a tiny egg tooth. The first 10 days are the most dangerous period of its life. The chick is blind, featherless, and weighs less than a golf ball. She must trek miles through the storm-racked forest to find the rimu fruit that will sustain them both. Every night, the mother returns with a crop full of nutrient-rich fruit is a victory. Every morning, the chick wakes up is a testament to the power of life. But the cold isn't the only enemy. In the shadows of the past, the ghosts of extinction linger. Feral cats and stoats, invaders that nearly erase the kakapo from history, still haunt the collective memory. The rangers monitor the forest with a network of cameras and traps, a high-tech shield for a low-tech bird. The 100-day mark arrives with a winter storm that threatens to break the spirit of the island. Winds howl through the ancient canopy at over 100 miles per hour, and snow blankets the ferns. The juvenile dragon clings to life under ancient roots, a living stone in a world of white. Spring returns to Codfish Island, and with it, a new sense of hope. The juvenile is now a master of its domain. It navigates the labyrinth of the forest floor and the heights of the ancient trees with equal ease. It develops its own personality, curious, intelligent, and fiercely independent. 210 days. Against every odds that nature and history could throw, the Kakapo has survived. It stands now as a juvenile hiker, a vibrant reflection of a prehistoric world that refuses to be silenced. This is the 210-day miracle, a symbol of resilience that will resonate for generations to come.